Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
From the gun, here's Simeon. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
All right, here we go.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go!
On second down, Anderson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down, Flacco now. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run it with Dixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. Right back to Dixon. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. To Allen on the dump off. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Simeon on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Following the penalty, Anderson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run it again with Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And tough starting field position here. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. It'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Simeon. A dump off to Anderson. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's got some space here. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that makes it 14-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. This is intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They start the drive with Anderson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. To him. Chris Wormley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, Anderson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Simeon. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now Simeon. And that is incomplete here. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd and 10 here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
To the air again, Simeon. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Now it's Simeon. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
2nd down following the incompletion. Flacco. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, here's Dixon. He can't get him down. And some room to maneuver. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Simeon on 1st down. Screen play. Anderson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. To throw on second is Simeon. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing again is Simeon. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down, Flacco to throw. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. Shipped together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Simeon. Muscling free near the 40. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Second and 10, Simeon again. Over the middle, complete. It's McBride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They give it to Anderson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 10, green, 39.
Another toe here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, it's Dixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Hey, tight end right. One tight end.
Now a run with Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Simeon now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Kenneth Dixon, the running back, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Operating off play action. Flacco. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Dixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Fresh set of downs here. Flacco. And he whips that one incomplete there. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play action. Flacco. That's caught out left by Perriman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Slot man moves right. On third and short, it's Dixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Anderson loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 1st down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders. Now a 1st down throw, Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Simeon throwing again. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, Simeon letting one go deep for the end zone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Monday.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And some room to roam now. It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Watch it now. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The play clock's running down. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Flacco. Breaks through the contact. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
On second down, here's Simeon. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Simeon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it.